I got my hat on backwards for this one. You will sit wondering why you have no good friends, good memories, and realize that earning more money isn't more important than enjoying life. Let me tell you something right now. If you truly want to have fun and you truly want to enjoy yourself, you need money. Now, back in 2016, a friend of mine at the time, so you don't know I don't speak to this person anymore. A friend of mine at the time booked a holiday for us in Dubai. Now, don't get it twisted. We wasn't in some ghetto ass, ratchet ass hotel. I mean, the hotel had a pool and the hotel had a gym. But other than that, it was a cheap hotel. It was pretty much like a Premier Inn or a Travelodge in Dubai. Nothing special. When you go to Dubai, you don't want to be on a budget. When you go to Dubai, you pretty much want to live the Dubai experience. Don't get it twisted though. You don't need to rent out a Ferrari or a Bugatti or hire out a Lamborghini yacht. But you pretty much want to live the Dubai experience when you go out there. You don't want to be on some mad budget, staying in some cheap ass hotel. Thinking about it now, looking back on it now, we weren't enjoying Dubai. We were just spectators. Now, why did the friend book the holiday to Dubai? Because he's one of them idiots that just want to say, I've been to Dubai. Now, in terms of no good friends, fuck friends. When you're a man that's busy, when you're a man who's on his purpose, you ain't got time for fucking friends. Listen, you don't understand the busyness of my life. Even yesterday, I started work at 9 o'clock. But I was up from 7:30. I had to do my invoice. I even ran out of time. I couldn't even submit my invoice in time. Yeah? Had to half submit the invoice, leave, go to work, do 5 jobs or whatever. Come back, done a mentoring session. I went, done some reaction videos, filling out paperwork. Yeah, for obviously the job that I do. So obviously I go to people's house, do the test, and then I have to do the paperwork on the tablet when I go back home. So done the paperwork, done the mentoring session. I had to go out, go to the gym. JY started going to the gym now. Went to the gym, then went to my tenant to go and collect the rent. Come back and fill out invoices. Yo, I didn't go to sleep yesterday until, well, technically this morning until 1 a.m. I ain't got time for friends. And a lot of my days are like that. Not every single day. Do you think I would have time for friends? Yeah? What's I'm saying, with my sort of schedule, I ain't got time for friends. Obviously, I can make 2-3 hours here and there for a man, but I don't need to. You see, when you're on a purpose, when you're on a mission, when you got stuff going for you, you don't need friends. The reason why a lot of people have friends and they're always with their friends because they got nothing else going on. They're not busy. You think Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, when they was doing 14, 16-hour days, you think they had time for friends? When they was building up their empire, you think they had time for friends? I had to drop out, man. Do you know why? Because when I went to his yard, this guy's watching Miami the Kid. This guy's watching Moolah Juice and fucking Mad Unks. You think I've got time to be hanging around a man that's watching Miami the Kid and Moolah Juice and Mad Unks? This is why a man's sitting in a council house. This is why I got 6 properties, because I ain't got time for that bullshit. You think I've got time to watch TV? Even when I go to my girl's house, when she puts the TV on, I'm still working. The other day, she put on Baddies and that. Yeah, I'm kind of watching it with one eye. Get me? Yeah? Observing the cheeks and that. I'm watching it with one eye. The other eye, I'm doing paperwork. I'm organising my videos. I'm scheduling my videos. And I ain't got time for fucking watching TV. So anyway, in terms of memories. Now, as you don't know already, I do a lot of reaction videos. And when I first started doing reaction videos, probably started about 2 years ago. When I first started doing reaction videos, a lot of my videos were about cost of living, people on benefits, people struggling, people who are desperate, you know, they rely on food banks and that. And I've seen a few videos, not that I gave a fuck about these people, but I've seen a few videos where, you know, children are hungry, you know, parents are skipping meals, and grown men are crying because they're struggling with the cost of living. There was even one video. This guy, 65 years old, Englishman, walked into his back garden. He was so helpless. Do you know what he did? So desperate. Do you know what he did? He went into his back garden and shouted, "Help!" Now, hopefully the old lady next door don't think I'm in trouble or anything like that, yeah? But that's what that guy literally did. He walked into his back garden and shouted, help! Do you think, yeah? And I've done hours on hours on hours of reaction videos with people complaining about the cost of living, people struggling, people talking about I ain't ate for a day. When the kids come home, I put the heating on, but other than that, I stay in a yard that's freezing cold. I've even met someone that does that on one of these jobs. Never, ever have I ever done a reaction video where people are talking about the cost of living. Never have any of them said, I'm struggling, I'm hungry, I can't afford to heat my home, I can just about put the electric on. Never have any of them said, but you know what? Although I'm struggling, although I'm hungry, I had a good time in Mexico. Yeah, that Cancun holiday was the best. Never. Do you think here, when you're struggling, when you're broke, when you're a pensioner, you can't afford rent? When you're walking to the food bank, do you think you're going to care about your memories? No way. No way. I've never met any of these people that are struggling. I've been to tenants' houses who have no electric and they don't intend on having any electric. They've never told me about their good memories. They've never told me about, that holiday that they went to in Jamaica. Yeah, that was the best. You don't give a fuck about your good memories when you're going through hard times. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't make sacrifice, if you don't do what 99.9% of people are willing to do, if you don't do that, all their memories are going to be nothing. They're going to be nothing. You're going to be poor, you're going to be broke, you're going to be struggling, and then you're going to be one of these idiots that I talk about where they rely on their son or daughter to retire them. Don't get it twisted. Of course, you can take a little holiday here and there, but you got to work hard. Yeah, you got to do them 7-day weeks. You got to work for a month straight. You got to do 14 hours. These are things I've done and I will gladly do again. If they brought back the Saturdays at my workplace, I would work the Saturdays at my workplace. As I said in previous videos, I've jammed it on them, not in an aggressive way, but where's the work? Where's the work? This is on a Friday evening. Do you know why? Because they're not in on a Saturday. If I don't get the work on Friday evening and I don't know where I'm going, I can't do any work. They're not in to give me the work on Saturday. Whereas today, Tuesday today? If I don't get Wednesday's work, which is tomorrow's work, if I don't get it today, which is Tuesday evening, then I can just phone them at 8 in the morning. You lot forgot to send me the work. They're not in on a Saturday. I need that money. Yeah, I need that money. Yeah, man, moving like a cat blood. I need that money. But it's up to you. You can enjoy life. You cannot make no sacrifice. You can care about your friends that don't give a shit about you. You can care about your friends. These are people who, when you elevate, when you outgrow them, they're going to talk about you behind your back. You can care about them, but when you're broken, you're struggling, don't talk to me. You can do what you want to do. Your son will be washing my son's Ferrari because I will put things in place and make sure he's successful. You're not doing that. Talking about friends, you outgrowing your friends and that. A lot of people want to stay loyal to friends. A lot of people care about the opinions of friends. I'm saying don't. I'm saying do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. If you got some big plan, some big dream and that, don't let your friends or your family members talk you out of it, especially friends. Don't let no one talk you out of it. But the reason why I'm saying especially friends, I've said this before, I'm going to say this again. Where is your best friend from primary school right now? Or where's the 3 closest kids that you hung around with in primary school right now? Same with secondary school. Where's the 3 closest kids that you hung around with in secondary school? The 2 or 3 men that you used to chill with in college, uni, where are they now? How many of them are you talking to? How many of them have you spoke to in the last 2-3 years? This is the thing. We will have people in our lives at the moment, in the present day, who, if we share our ideas, aspirations, and dreams with, they'll tell us not to do it. But then these are going to be people who are not going to be in our life in years to come. I know one guy right now. If I told him years ago, I'm planning on starting a YouTube channel, he would say, bun that. Like, why do you want to make YouTube videos for? Do you think I'll be here right now, inspiring the youth? A man left a comment on one of my videos the other day. Since I've been watching Jay, I've started to save more and more money. You lot are lucky the video's cutting out.